All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we at. We are officially on the air. We are officially going live. And so our goal is to reach you and talk to you about some things. Now, everything we talk about, it don't make us right. We're not coming in like we're professionals. We're not even talking like as if we know it all. We just want you to understand that it's a topic. It's a discussion. I'm here with the co-host, Nasha B.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
I need my morning wake up. You know, a little coffee with a little Ciroc in it. I'm just kidding.
It's 12 o'clock somewhere.
So we on mic check one. Okay. Yesterday we had an interesting phone call from a woman who she called in and she chatted with us for a while, and we talked about cheaters and dating and things like that. And one of the things that she brought up was how people tend to date multiple people, and they tend to have sex with those multiple people unprotected. As a guy, I feel like, hey, that ain't cool, but guys gonna do what guys do. But I think that women definitely should protect themselves because someone is going inside of them. And you know, by the time she hung up, she had a different outcome or outlook on dating multiple people. And that's what it's about. It's just about getting people to kind of think. It's up to you to change your thought process. It's up to you to gather all your information to come from a well-informed position. Those who lack information, you can't make a well-informed decision. So I'm going to shoot this over here to Nasha and see what's going on with her.
So the reason why we're also bringing up this topic again, because we was having some technical difficulties yesterday. And there was just a lot of questions that people had concerns when I brought up the topic, and I wanted people to voice their opinions on those who cheat and whatnot, etc. I've actually known someone who was cheating. It turned out very bad for her. Yeah.
It usually does.
So sad, but you know, I hope they work things out and things getting better for them too. But at the same time, if you're going to be in a relationship, you know, be in a relationship, there's no point of cheating. If you're going to cheat, be by yourself. It's like, why put everybody else in your little shenanigans and charades of your madness and BS?
Well, I have a good one for you. Here's one. I mentioned it yesterday. We talked about people. You have two people in the relationship, and they both cheating. Both stepping out on each other. But when they find out, they act a fool, as if they the victim. I never get that. I never understood where that comes from. So maybe some of you can enlighten us. Maybe some of you can call in. Let's chat about it. Let's talk about it. You can even tap in, you know, if you want to go live. But you can call the number 424-312-3313. Let us hear your opinion on cheaters, or your experience, or the fact that you're a boss cheater / player, and you just want to let it be known that that's your lifestyle.
Right, or even somebody you know, that's putting you in their dirty business and stuff. Spill the tea. Spill the coffee.
Yeah, she's over here sick, y'all. She came in this morning. Yesterday she was sick. We had technical difficulties, or better yet, Facebook had technical difficulties. But we here, and one of the things that we want to talk about when it comes down to cheating is, why do people cheat? You know, people walk into a marriage, a relationship, companionship, and they never put down the old ways. You find the man or the woman you want to be with, and you decide that you want to continue to mess around and do the things you do. So my question is about cheating, cheaters, those things. I see a few friends is tapping in, but I'm waiting for someone to bang this phone line, because
Call in.
that's what I would like to see.
Don't be afraid. We won't bite. We'll just look and talk back. You know, that good stuff that is hard to get, that conversation on.
So now, what do you think about those who tend to date multiple people and they have a woman or they have a man, but they're dating multiple people, and they're having sex unprotected.
I think they're selfish, very selfish. Because if that individual did it to you, you'd probably be ready to shoot some stuff up, burn some shit down, and some more stuff. But yeah, it's not cool. I wouldn't want to be cheated on. It's not a good feeling. You putting your all into this one person. He putting they all, or she's putting they all into 100 million other people. Like, come on now, yo, not cool.
Well, see, I've always respect one position. One of the things that I tend to do is just respect where a person stands. Again, if you walk into a situation, I believe that everybody should be made clear as to what's going on. I don't think that people should have to be stuck in a position where one person is doing something and the other person doesn't know.
Right.
You know, like you hear a lot of women say, just be honest if that's all you want. And at the end of the day, you asking a man to tell you that when he know 9 times out of 10, even if you might want to sex that individual, 9 times out of 10, you're going to say no because you're going to feel offended. You know, you're asking the person to give up good game. And that's what makes it difficult. That's what makes relationships difficult. Let's see. Wendy, I think that some people in a relationship will continue to tell other partners what they need from them and get ignored. So at some point, the person with the needs will step outside for it. I agree, and I kind of disagree. The person with the need, instead of stepping outside the relationship, should just turn around and get out the relationship. All you're doing is, you know, kind of sort of saying, okay, you won't give me what I need, so I'm going to go get it somewhere else. And what happens is you end up making the situation worse. If there's a problem, 2 people should discuss it. And if those people can't discuss it, then they need to reevaluate their relationship and see where that's coming from. Right. Because not everybody steps out, you know, and there's some really, and I would say, I have to give kudos to you women, and because you women tend to stay down for a while, you know. But as I said yesterday, see, when a man get caught cheating, it's because he was being stupid. He messed up. When a woman get caught cheating, it's because she wanted you to know when she done, you know. But I think that if the situation is all bad, I think that you should remove yourself from the situation. I don't think that you should add to it by going to get your needs somewhere else. Because if your needs is not being met, then maybe that's not the person you should be with. I'm not giving relationship advice. I'm just saying.
Right, just saying now.
You know.
Yeah.
But when you know, you can also call in and talk to us, because you know, trying to read this stuff, you know, it's you know, won't be good. K-Train, how you doing, brother? I see you. We gonna get you on this show, man. You see your girl Nasha B over here, man. You know, she came in, stepped up, and did her thing. Now, as I was saying, I'm gonna tell you guys, we haven't decided on what my name is gonna be on any of these shows. But as of right now, it's Dr. Feel Good. And everything I say may not make you feel good.
And he made her feel good with some words. She was like, ooh.
I think I got my first fan yesterday.
Right.
You know? What was her name? Samore?
I don't know. I swear.
Oh, I thought it was Jeremy. So it was
3 names.
Yeah.
I had got yummy.
Yeah, where you at? Call in and talk to her. She chit-chatted with us whole day yesterday. I felt good about that. Gave us good advice, took some good advice, you know what I'm saying? And what's not true, K-Train? I'm reading what you said. What's not true, homie? I know sometimes some of the things I'm going to say, the brother's going to be like, man, he giving up the truth. What's not true? Matter of fact, Train, call me, man. 424-312-3313, man. Call in and talk to us, brother. Tell me about myself, you know.
Tap in.
You know, holla at your boy, man. Train say that ain't true. He like, man, you tripping. Hey, y'all, we sipping on this coffee like we really doing something. Coffee and tea, huh?
Right.
Maybe that's
it up in the morning.
That's it.
Tap in, y'all. We want y'all opinions and y'all thoughts on these cheatings. Even if you got your own scenario, you can stay anonymous. You ain't got to know your name.
Man, we got like 1, 2, 3. We got 2 phones, 3 tablets. 1 tablet's on the timer. 1 is on YouTube or somebody, and the other one is looking at me, waiting for me to turn it on. we're going to get this broadcast together. We're going to be just nationwide. So y'all tune in. Y'all grow with us. Be a part of this here, the Beacon Radio. We're going to talk about a lot of things, but the Stir It Up Morning Show, we're going to make some stuff happen. Train, don't worry about it. We here Mondays and Tuesdays at 9 a.m., Wednesdays at 12, Thursdays at 9 a.m., and on Fridays at 12, brother. You going to call in. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, you're going to come in, and we're going to talk about what you doing out there in the community, the work that you doing, your businesses, and how you done. Because, you know, we some YA babies, man. So, you know, but we're going to talk about that. So I look forward to talking to you, brother.
Likewise, right?
Yeah, you know, that's what we're going to do. That's the part of what Beacon is. We're going to bring on those people who have businesses, like my buddy right there, Keefy Dog. Grew up in the neighborhood, worked at a corporation, just took over a whole region, you know. Brothers
right.
who they say wouldn't make it, you know.
Right.
So
it's the ones that always make it.
But that's another topic. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna continue to talk about these cheaters and these terrible relationships that we got going. Now, as I said, I'm not giving any advice because it's been a minute since I've been in a relationship. So, you know, people say, if you ain't never been married, how can you talk about marriages? Well, that's like saying that, you know, if you ain't never had any children, how can you work with kids? You know, so sometimes oxymorons is not that oxy. Oxycodone.
Hope everybody's morning's going good. Now let's tap in. Give us your opinions and your thoughts on our topic for this morning.
See, now when we couldn't go live, we was getting phone calls. People like, we can't hear you. What you doing? Where's that? How do we? And now we go live. We hearing crickets out there.
Right.
Straight crickets.
Wake up. No, you already took them children to school.
Yes, sir. Keefy Dog. I see you, brother. And you know, I didn't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this, homie. Man, when you tell me about the stuff you're doing and your job and all that good stuff, man, I be so proud. You know, because a lot of people don't know what we go through and the lifestyle we live. And to come with you all full circle, a good husband, a family man, taking care of business, raising your kids, doing for other kids, looking out for homies, helping family. You know, a lot of times people don't know about that. They just, you know, want to write us off as, you know, domestic terrorists. But brother, I'm so proud of you, bro. And so, you know, we're gonna get in here, and I know you're gonna wear all your Raider gear, you know, and I'm gonna have my Packers gear on, and we gonna kick some shit. I did say shit, y'all. We do kind of curse on here a little bit, so I ain't that sanctified.
I'm going to try to keep it a little clean because I curse like a sailor. I'll do my best.
Whew. Can y'all imagine being in a relationship with her? Y'all ain't heard her curse. Man, I bet you her boyfriend's a whole bunch of mothers. You know what I'm saying? SOBs and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, I definitely would like for you guys to tap in and somebody just hit me about a job interview. Can't answer the phone right now. But we talking about cheaters, and bear with us because this is our second show. I promise y'all, we're gonna get better every day, every week, every month, you know, and we're gonna be competing with some of them big dogs that's been around 20, 30 years. And trust me, the Stir It Up Morning Show or the Stir It Up Show, you know, y'all gonna hear about it. Y'all gonna know. So let's get back to our topic. We was talking about cheaters. Why do people cheat? You know, I don't know. I had a buddy of mine tell me something like, and fellas, I know y'all ain't gonna like it because I you know,
he gonna give it all.
Why get on the radio and kick game and you kick some bullshit? I just feel like let's just keep it real because we need to heal the community. We need to bring or shed light on some dark places, you know. But most women think men cheat because they don't love them. It's not about love. Men cheat because they just like different for JJs. A lot of them do. A lot of them.
Is that true, y'all?
Man.
Out there liking everything.
Man.
Except loving the one that you got.
Uh-oh. Come on, Red. Don't be talking about that, Texans, man. We're not going to have sports talk today. I tried to get the young lady, Nikki Freeman, to come on here and be our sports talk person. But I don't know. Hopefully after she finished doing whatever it is she needs to do, and we end up getting that going. I'm not going to talk sports. I'm not the one. You can get me to trip, slip, and fall talking sports. All I can tell you is I'm a Packers man. I'm a Lakers man. I'm a Dodgers man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Kings man. Other than that, don't ask me who's on what team. Don't ask me what college they come from, because I'm going to shut it down. You know, just that's it. So now, we were talking about cheaters. Y'all get me off my topic this morning. We only have 43 minutes left. Can we talk about some cheaters? Can y'all call in and talk about some of that stuff, you know, that you used to do? I'm going to give you a way out, brothers. When you were younger, you know
back
fifth grade, you know, you used to be a player, you know. Let's take it back 20, 30 years. But I just like to say this. You know, one of my buddies, we were talking, and he said that, when he hit me with it, I just was like, damn. He's like, man, you know, we just like different for JJs, you know. He said, I ain't leaving my girl. I love my girl. But I just want some different for JJ every now and then. I'm not saying he right. I'm just, that's where he at with it. And it made me think like maybe, just maybe, a lot of folks really do feel that way, you know. And I'm not saying it's right, not at all. Just saying that that's how they feel. Then you got those men who cheat just because.
You know what? And I just had someone post that on my comment. She said most of the time they cheat because they can. It makes them feel better about themselves. Like everyone wants them. What a joke. People need to respect themselves. And I was from in Las Vegas.
Okay, well, and that's the whole point. That's the whole point. We just gonna shed some light on some dark places. That's it. That's all. We're gonna stir it up. We're gonna give you something to chew on all day. Okay? And I don't think men cheat because they can. I think men cheat because other women find out you got a woman and they realize that the side chick get treated better than the main chick. You know, a lot of dudes be treat the side chick like a queen and treat their woman like nothing. I never understood that.
So is it a confident thing, like boost your ego, make you feel like you still a man because you've been with that one person, now you're just trying to see if you still got it?
You know what? What I really think is that I don't think it has nothing to do with the ego for men. I really think if they really just self-assess, they just like different for JJs, but just like women will cheat conversationally. They will be in a relationship, but know they're not going to really give this man none, but they'll entertain this conversation because they want that attention. You know, a man can be intimate with a woman, and the second he zip his pants up, he don't think twice about it until the next time he want to zip his pants down. Women sleep with a man. If it's good, there's some emotional attachments. So it's a little bit different. So that's why I disagree with the Steve Harvey book. What it say? Act like a lady, think like a man. You can never really think like a man because you don't have our makeup.
Attached from feelings half the time and from sex. They just be like, oh, it's just whatever. You know, it's like, what do you mean it's just whatever? Is your food like whatever? Are you going to eat whatever?
Some men do eat whatever. You know, they nasty like that.
I speak from experience. You should call in so you can talk about that. You can always call in 424-312-3133. Call in.
See, in the killer part, we won't say who you are. We might. This is the Stir It Up show. So don't call in if you don't want to be known that, you know, you got these opinions. I'm just kidding. Call in if you want to call in. But listen, on the real, we have to, as a whole, we have to stop, in the community of color, we have to stop tearing each other down. You know, there's a lot of brothers that goes through some, what do they call it? Pastor BJ just said it to me. Undiagnosed PTSD. You know, undiagnosed means they done saw some stuff when they was a kid or whenever, and they just walked right by it and kept on going with life. And so they carry that for the rest of their life, you know. And what happens is the same thing with relationships. A lot of brothers get beat up in these relationships, and then they turn around and they just go to the next woman. You know, we all know about battered women and tainted women and scorned women. Hell has no fury like a scorned woman. But you know what? I think life has no fury like a scorned man, because so many men who are supposed to be our leaders, we're damaged.
True.
and we go every day pass this damage on to other people. We continue to give people. It's like a disease. It's contagious, and you get with someone, you spread your damagedness onto that individual, and then that individual turn around and go to the next person. Right. And all we doing is we're just breeding damage to one another.
And sadly, all women are not there to build. I mean, they're there to tear down men. One little thing they can't do right, it's like a whole bunch of you ain't this, you ain't that, and wafty blam and blue blam, and yeah, cause a lot of ruckus. Something that can cause cheating too.
My boy Peter said younger men cheat because we don't know no better. Older men cheat when we don't feel needed. You know what, brother? That is a hell of a perspective. And you're right. I said this yesterday. As young men, we grow up and a girl break our heart, 12, 13, 14, your first love. You go home, your mom, what's wrong with you? You tell your mother what's wrong. Your mother turn around. We have a caller calling in. So hold on a second. Caller, you're on the air. Caller, can you talk to me? Caller, can you hear us? Yes. Can you hold on for 1 second? I was addressing someone's comment. Hold on 1 second. Younger men cheat because they don't know no better. And as I was saying, a young boy, 13, goes home and he tells his mom his girlfriend broke his heart. She says, boy, you too young to be all in love. There's too many girls out there. Go out there and see multiple people. Don't waste your time trying to fall in love. You got your whole life to fall in love. What he heard was, man, there's plenty of fish in the sea. You better go out there and just do what you do. You ain't got to be committed. So now he grows up feeling like he don't have to be faithful because that's the way he perceived it. As a kid, we perceive things different than adults. And so therefore it causes what's called childhood conditioning. Now he grows up without no sense or understanding of being faithful to a woman because of something his mother said. And I don't know about you all, but I could break my neck. My mother can tell me, boy, get up and go in the house. You all right. As a kid, we would get up and go in the house because we was all right. So, caller, how you doing? We're wonderful. And
Good morning.
Okay, so you calling in to stir it up. We'll stir it up. Let's go. Talk to us.
That I had, some fucks left to give, but I don't. So. the plain and simple truth is this. Women cheat because they can. It makes them feel better about themselves, especially if what they getting from one hookup area, they don't get from a different one. And so they all they have this vision in their head of like some sort of fucked off puzzle where they feel like they can have as many pieces as it takes to get the whole picture, but they really not looking at it from like the best perspective, which is you're supposed to be looking for one person with the whole picture and stop looking for all these fucked off pieces of a puzzle. Now, the men, I know he said that they all just like different vajayjays, but no, that's not really it. It's because they haven't been taught anything. The men of this generation, they're like, I don't even know how to describe it. They're so not like what it was like when I was growing up. When I was growing up, like I was born in the mid 80s and I grew up in the 90s, and men still had some kind of modicum of respect about themselves, and they at least tried to make, regular relationships work. These days, the men are all just about, just fucking as many people as they possibly can. And when I say people, I mean people, because most of the time it don't even matter what the gender is.
Well, you sound like you got some anger in there. Are you all right over there?
She's like, ooh, man.
I just want.
I speak from experience as someone who both has cheated because I wasn't getting what I was supposed to be getting out of my marriage. I got married really, really young. And then at the same time, I've been cheated on and I've been lied to a whole lot. And it just seems to be that that's what the pattern is.
Well, let me say this, and one of the things that I always try to make people understand is that men and women come from different perspectives. What needs to happen is we need to find a common ground. For a man to truly say he understands a woman, he's lying because when a man does something, he does it more from a reaction. When a woman does something, she does it more because she's already thinking, and that's the difference between the two. And so and as I said about that individual who said they like different vajayjays, as a man, I can agree with him. As a woman, you may not, because guess what? Although we're the same, you don't think the way we think. You don't feel the way we feel. You know, you could break a fingernail and that can cause you emotional damage. Like, I gotta walk around all day with that. A man will say, man, get over it. You know, it's done. Because we don't emotionally, we don't think the same way. Were you going to say something?
But, maybe men should think a little bit less about sampling different types of the JJ and more about, hey, if I sample all these different types of the JJ, maybe I'm going to get all these different types of STDs, especially, the type that don't go away.
Right. Sadly, there's men out there that samples. They love the free samples. There's a lot of them out there. I just want to sample. Ooh, free sample.
Well, they don't mess around and get, some food poisoning from what they eat.
Well, let me say this. See, we could talk about the men all day, but guess what? As she said, men love free sample. Well, then, maybe women should put more value on their vajayjay. And I don't mean the price. I just mean morally and ethically wise. You know what I'm saying? Because I just said it yesterday. A man sees a woman, he lusts before he likes. A woman sees a man, first visual, first conversation, first date, she already know whether she's going to give him some or not.
Right.
See, people don't talk about that part. But all that stimulates from our upbringing. And I don't make excuses for what people do. I never have. That's not my angle. However, what I will say is this. The problem is the thought process. We don't educate one another enough. And when we do, we're doing it from a dictatorship or authoritative position versus communicating with a person.
Talking. You want to sit there and, no, you. Yeah.
And see, and that's the biggest problem, because we spend so much time trying to control everything. I used to feel like this, my way or the highway, period. I don't care who you are. But as I grew and I matured and I learned, I've saw some things, I've experienced some things, that thought process began to change. Change starts within. So when you have a 50-year-old man who swears he's a player and he's dating a 20-year-old woman or multiple younger women, here's the problem. He hasn't changed. And there's nothing wrong with two adults dating. I don't care what the age gap is, as long as they're not molesting and going that route. But what I'm saying is, a lot of times there's a lot of things that my generation didn't get because the parents were so busy working hard, trying to maintain a household, single parent homes, and fighting for better rights for us. I think my generation, Generation X, is the generation that dropped the ball. But when it comes down to relationships, so many people are looking for the perfect person. Everybody that I've talked to that's been married 20 plus years has said, we've worked up to this. We've built up to this. It didn't just get like this, coming in. So a lot of times, women today is not really willing to stay down. Men today is not really willing to do what they need to do to keep that woman, interest. So I just think that just putting a cap on it, men do like different JJs. I was able to relate to that because when I was out there and dating multiple women, I felt that way. But only difference was I made it clear. I don't want a relationship. Either we sexing or we not. If we not, don't be asking me to take you out. Don't ask me to do these things. That's where I was 10, 15 years ago. So, but today I see it different. So when it comes down to cheating, every experience is different, but we try to bottle them all up into the same experience, and that's just not true.
So go ahead, Lev.
Well, I mean, he got a point. It probably is men that just like, the different vajays. But I just wish that people were more responsible with, you know, their health, other people's health, their emotional well-being, everyone else's emotional well-being, at least everyone else that they're dealing with. Like, it's just, you know, the whole cheating and other people not, it's not fair, you know? It's not right.
But you also got to remember, too, women got parts to play in it. Like, men are married, and there are women who love married men that will go and try to take that married man just to lay up with them so she don't have to have a relationship with them. There's a lot of people that rather date somebody in a relationship versus having someone on their own because they don't want the responsibility. And that just leaves room for a man to just go sit there and go soil somebody's oats and all of that good stuff. They're given an opportunity. Some gonna turn it down, some not.
Right. So now before we go, I want to address a couple of our viewers over here on social media.
Yeah.
One person, she said she feels that these days social media puts so much in our face that men just want to try it all. I think that the three greatest temptations for men is money, sex, and power. And I think that's been since the dawn of time. And they will do whatever it takes to get any one of, if not all three.
Right.
But like the Bible says, not to get religious, it tends to go, men take all the spoils back to a woman. You see what I'm saying? And so I will agree with you on that, Wendy. But even before social media, they had what do they call it, things?
Hotlines.
They had swinger parties. They had everything. So you know, right.
This just came a little bit more open when social media really just boomed. So I have Michael. He said communication is a part of it, but the understanding is what's being communicated to another, which makes sense because you both can be communicating, but y'all both got to have an understanding of what the heck each other is talking about, or y'all just not gonna be on the same page at all.
Well, there's a friend of mine. She told this particular dude, like, you know, I'm the type of woman that messes a guy life up. That's just me. You know, I'm gonna start stuff. I'm gonna create problems. That's just me. And when I get bored, I'm gonna leave. She told him that up front. He decided to date her anyway.
Wow.
Fell in love, and she did exactly what she told him he was gonna do. Well, now he's mad at the world. Guess what? That's his fault. Even though he didn't have the understanding of what she was saying, she communicated that. So I think that there's two types of communication. Me being straightforward and telling you what it is, whether you receive it, understand it or not, that's on you. I put it out there. The other one is when two people trying to build a relationship. When you don't understand something, you have to tell that person, you know what, can you explain that to me? Or is this what you're saying so that I'm clear and I got it clear? If you don't ask questions,
you'll never know.
You'll never know. So a friend of mine on Facebook, Nikita, said, some women don't know how to build a man because they never had an example how to. Good point. Because we can bash men all day long. And I'm not bashing none of the fellas. I'm just keeping it clean and keeping it real. Just like men are damaged, women are damaged, nobody really talks about damaged men. Just like men are scorned, nobody really talks about that. And I believe women are our backbone. I said this yesterday. When Obama laid his head down next to Michelle, with all them problems that he had in the White House, I can guarantee you probably 85, 95, 100% of his problems was answered through his wife. And when he stood up before the cabinet and any Congress and anybody else, they may have felt like it came from him. But that's what God gave Adam Eve for. That helpmate. That doesn't make her second. That's like that left side, that's the weak side, where she's strong at for him. And so when we don't communicate and we looking at how nice he or she is, what they do for us, how they make us feel, and we don't really look at that person, you could be with a person for a whole year and not know that person.
That is very true.
So, Carla, before we let you go, is there anything else you would like to say?
Well, there is another part of it.
Talk to us.
Women and their cheating. this is not a bash on men, but I will make a suggestion that men that are in a relationship and they don't want their women cheating, I suggest that they start fucking the hell out of their own women, because women, their brains, like the chemicals in their brains and their minds are two completely different entities. Their minds will be like, oh, well, you know, I don't really want to cheat and I don't want to have any kids right now. But their brains and the chemicals in there is constantly going to be trying to reproduce itself until they get horny. And if they're not getting fucked by their men, then they're going to go out and fuck someone who's willing to fuck them.
Well, wow.
Okay, wait. I have to address that.
Wow.
Oh my God, my headphones is falling off and everything. You sought any type of counseling or therapy for what you've experienced?
Yes, but I don't really dig talking to other people in that sort of capacity about it, because I don't know, it
makes you feel weird, huh?
Yeah, it does. And then they always say, oh, well, you're depressed. And then they just kind of like, they try and cover it up with medication and send me on my way. And so I stopped talking to people like that about it.
Okay, that is definitely understandable. Now, this number here, I would like for you to talk to Nasha B off the air. Unfortunately, our technology is not up to date like that, because I just think that you and her can have some things to talk about. I have a call coming in and they just hung up. So hopefully, caller, you'll call back. But definitely what I want you to understand is this. As a man, I was drugged through the mud. I was engaged to be married. She cheated, you know. This was about 15, 16, 17 years ago. And it hurt me. But I took a whole year off to work on myself, because I just didn't want, I was so hurt first and foremost that I didn't want to carry that on. So I know, see, in a community, we think counseling and therapy is not right. But just like we got messed up people, we got messed up counselors, we got messed up doctors, we got messed up pastors. And because that one person didn't work, I think that, you know, because I hear anger, you know, and you've moved on, but when you meet that right man, a lot of times, hold on, let me get this call. Hold on, please. You know, I hate iPhones. Hold on. Caller, how you doing? Hi. Can you hold on 1 second? I got you. I'm about to end another call and I'm coming right back to you, okay?
Don't hang up, love.
Okay. Now if I can get my phone to swap calls. Okay, Miss D, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the thing. I just think that I know some wonderful counselors and therapists that's not going to say you need medication, you know. But I think that talking is a way of getting over it. Like I spoke with someone, I'm doing a piece on domestic violence, and I've known her for 20 years and never knew the stuff that was going on within her home, being molested by her own dad and her mom telling her, it's okay, be quiet, you know. So we definitely want to call you back. So can we call you back?
Yes.
Okay.
We will call you back.
We will call you back. We're going to write your number down. Not today, but we'll shoot you a text and then you can call us when you're available. How about that?
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
You have to call us on
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to her, you know. I think she hung up these iPhones. Man, I'm a droid, man, but we gonna do something that most of y'all don't think we can do. We finna call you right back. I don't know what you thinking.
I know who that was.
We gonna call this person right back. Caller ID is something else. We don't even answer block calls on our show. Block, private. Hello, how you doing?
I'm good.
Did you hang up on us?
Well, I thought you was busy.
You thought I was busy? Did you call to be on our radio show?
Yeah.
Oh, we are busy. We busy talking to you. Talk to us.
What's your name, caller?
Well, I'm Miss D. Remember you was talking to me a couple minutes ago?
I called the wrong person back. Oh, I like that area code. I know where that's at. Miss D, I'm sorry. I was trying to call the other caller back. See, that's why I don't do iPhones. I'm a droid man. So no worries, Miss D.
I like Android too. I don't even know how to use an iPhone.
All right, Miss D, we're going to try to get this other caller back on the line, but we will reach out to you soon.
Okay.
Okay, have a good one.
Okay.
Bye. Man, there it is. There they go. Now I got the right person.
iPhones.
I know people be like, what you talking about iPhones? I see y'all comments. I'm going to come to them. Hello?
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. You called in, right?
Yes, I do.
Talk to us. Stir it up this morning.
What your name is this morning, Queen?
My name is Misha.
Hey, top of the morning, Misha. Got a call off.
Yes, yes. Sorry, y'all. It's my baby in the background screaming.
Kiss my godson for me.
Oh, so you know her. I'm so glad we're not giving out no free tickets nowhere because it'd be a conspiracy in here.
She wouldn't have got him. I'm like, I know her. She can't get him.
So what's on your mind this morning? Stir it up for us.
What's on my mind about these lying dudes?
Lying dudes. Okay.
That don't be honest when you first meet them. You know, they want to be all charmful when you first meet them and stuff. And then it's, you know, you be like, damn, I thought you was nice. I don't like you no more.
Well, you know, when you first meet a guy, you know well, guy or a woman, you meet their representation, right?
Yeah.
And so how long do it normally take for you to say, oh yeah, I'm not interested in him anymore. I'm cool.
Probably a couple of days because I see through, I've been through so much with so many dudes, it's ridiculous. So I know what I'm looking for, and I see like, okay, no, you're not the one for me. So yeah, let's end this now while it's still early and go our separate ways.
Okay, and now, so you're not the type that just kind of see that it's not gonna work, and you just don't answer their calls. You are straightforward to be like, look, this is not gonna work.
Yeah, I'm very straightforward. So, so why leave them on, not answering their calls, not texting them back when you just tell them right then and there, so you won't have to go through that, you know?
Okay, so now you say these lying ass dudes, right? You know women lie too, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But I'm not gay, so I'm not talking about
Well, I ain't gay.
Now we have a disclaimer: we have nothing against gay folks, but you know she don't date women. That's her point. Yeah. I got you.
Whoever they choose to love, I'm, salute, happy, hope y'all last, you feel me? I'm not no hater. If you want to date a man, go ahead. If you want to date a woman, that's not my business. But I'm going to still respect you as a person because at the end of the day, you're a human.
Right. Absolutely. I totally agree. So now, our topic is cheaters. And so, let's talk about some of those men that, have you ever been cheated on?
Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Oh wow! And how was that for you? Did you turn around and reciprocate, or did you decide to do the mature thing and just walk away?
I took it back. It was my first relationship. I was my first love, and sometimes it's kind of hard if something new and that you like. It's hard to leave that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like we talked about it, and of course I didn't trust him right off that. No, I was like, no, where you going? Make sure your phone is charged. I'm gonna be calling you, blah blah blah, blah, blah. And he hated that. So he was like,
wait. So you was a controlling woman?
Not controlling, but I just didn't trust him because the simple fact that I did take him back, which I should have if I didn't trust him. But like I said, it was new for me, new relationship, new everything. So I'm just like, I love this man. So if you love him, you don't leave.
You know how it's always that fake, it's going to get better, it's going to get better. He's not going to do it anymore.
Women always think they can change a man.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I could change a man, and I'm not trying to change him. But if I'm going to change you, I'm going to change you for the better.
So if you're going to change him, you're going to change him for the better?
Yeah.
But the better is to your understanding, your perspective, your point of view.
Better is like you got a good job, you doing good for yourself. I'm gonna motivate you. I'm gonna be there for you. You feel me? Like if you had never had that in your life.
So
some men don't like that.
It sounds like.
I know and that's the thing. Some men will push you away because of that.
You're trying to build him up. He like, no, I want to go sell my drugs in the street. I don't want that 9 to 5.
But that's where they at, and then that's when you have to make a well-informed decision. Do I stay or do I go?
Yeah, and sometimes that's our decision. We can say it, but our action is kind of different because it's hard, especially if you love that person and love with that person. It's like, damn, like how can you leave somebody that you in love with?
Love is poison.
Yes, it is.
Well, here's the thing. Let's go here. When it comes down to a man or a woman, I honestly feel like this. There's no such thing as changing someone else. You can be a part of the process of that person's change. Meaning you're there, you're a support system, point them in the right directions, make job connections, things like that, suggest things. But when it comes down to change, that's
it comes a whole nother issue.
A solo decision. And that individual has to want to change, and that desire, for not being religious again, that has to come from somewhere higher, which means up above, God, whatever your God is. But it has to come from up above. Change doesn't just pop up. You have to get tired of doing something. You have to want something different and or better before you can make a decision to change.
Right.
And when you make that decision to change, people will see a difference in you. They won't even know what it is. You may not even see it, but people will see a difference. And so what happens is in a relationship, and many women has done this, and many women will continue to do it, they will try to change a man, or they'll try to build him up to be what they want him to be.
That perfect man, yeah.
See, and that's a problem because we're.
See, that's the thing. I don't want to do that. I don't, because ain't no such thing as perfect. I'm not trying to make you perfect. I'm not trying to make you do things that you don't want to do. All I want to do is motivate you, make sure that you good, be that girlfriend, you feel me? Be that wifey material for you.
So
that means you got to find that person that you are willing to give that to, because you can't just give everybody that. So you have to find your Mr. Perfect in that one guy with the flaws.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it's hard to find that, Mr. Perfect that you want, because it's like a lot of these dudes, women too, play a lot of games. And it's you just like, dang, like, I'm telling you, I don't like playing games. I'm too grown for that, and you still want to play games with me.
Because you just got something that ain't mentally grown.
Well, let me say this to you. It's something I learned. And I've learned this within the last 6 months, because I said that I'm looking for a wife. I want to be married, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have to act like a husband before I'm married. I can't wait to get married to act like a husband.
Yeah, that's true.
A woman that wants to be married, she has to act like and be a wife before she gets married. When I heard that, it initially kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But as I chewed on it and I learned it, I realized that this is true. We have another calling coming in, and I am going to see if I can merge our calls. Hold on. Hello, caller. State your name and what city you live in.
My name is O.D. Coming up out of East Side Los Angeles, South Central.
East Side Los Angeles, South Central. I'm going to merge you into this three-way, brother, so hold on. Okay, are we all on the phone together?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Talk to me, brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, man, just coming in, checking in, man, giving a little shout-out, respect to everybody up in there, seeing what the top of the day is and cheating, so... I just had to give a little love.
Well, thank you
for
that.
We appreciate that, brother.
Nigga, I got a question for y'all as far as cheating. So, I'm from the old school. I was raised with people that told me it ain't cheating if it ain't no sexual encounter. Even if you are in a relationship and you get a friend, you take them on a date, or you go out to eat, or text, make a phone calls. I know in this day and age that's considered cheating. I was more talking if it's incident and nobody feels anything to say, it's not cheating. So I want to know what's your aspect on that.
Well, if it's not like you guys are trying to get to know each other as like relationship wise, it's not cheating. But if you guys are taking more personal time out to sit there and get to know each other, making a time out for each other, it's a little bit of cheating. May not be physical in the exchanging body fluids, but it's still a mental form of cheating.
Here's my opinion, brother. It's like this. If you and the person you with understands and knows that you got female friends that you socialize with and hang out with, it's not cheating, bro. But now let's say if it's a secret. Let's say she don't know. Let's say one or both of you like each other and you have some intimate conversations, because you know, I feel like this as a man, I wouldn't want my woman talking to another dude about how big his swipe is or what he's working with, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, right. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I had to keep it real with myself. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to cheating, you know, and the Bible says, if one think it, they sin. You know what I'm saying? So as men, you know how we think. We may not necessarily want that woman, but if she got a nice derriere, we looking.
Right.
Yeah.
Our woman.
But what if you want to keep in contact with that person, but not even for sex, and just the fact that they're a cool person? And, you know, you're a cool person. You should come hang out with me, my friend, my family member, and be at part. Like I tell people, I got a whole clique of ballers. You ain't gonna know who to choose. You may meet somebody in my circle that you didn't want to date.
I feel like if you can't take that female around your girlfriend, your wife, then you don't need to be friends with her.
Voila, I can do that.
Yes.
Voila.
We all agree on that one. Well,
You know, if you want her number, like, put it in your benefit phone. Okay, my friend got your number. We'll call you if you want to hang out. We'll come over. You know, if you want her to hang out with your family and friends, you got to invite your girlfriend, too. Your girlfriend got to know about it.
But let me say this, though. Let me say this. I also agree that people in relationships should have, like I wouldn't want to always be with my girl and all her friends.
Right.
Yeah.
I should have my own friends, and she should have her own friends.
Right.
I have two friends who are very wonderful people, and both of them are really great friends to me. And I was out with my boy's wife, and we were out till 5 a.m. And the sun started coming up. I'm like, oh man, you better call Roy, because shit, I don't want him. You know, she called, and he said, man, we at Dad's house, me, Phil, and Dad, we over here, and you know, I was just calling you to let you know. He was like, who you with? He's like, Phil and Dad. He said, oh, you with Phil? You good? See, there's a trust there. We good.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But now somebody else would have been like, what? Oh, hell no. You better get your ass home. You know what I'm saying? So, you see what I'm saying? But both of them are my friends. Not like one or the other. Both are my friends. And it's not like, you know, if there's no secrets. You know what I mean?
I understand. So
Less
that's the question is for you. That should be.
Yes,
this question is for you. So if you're in a relationship with dude, and he come home and tell you, like, hey, you know what, I'm going to train. I met this girl. We had a conversation. She was real cool. I got her number. I told her she should come hang out with us. How would you feel about him coming on expressing that he had got a girl number at that moment, probably like an hour ago?
I probably would feel some type of way, but then I'll probably wouldn't blow up as quick and just, you know, go ahead, bring her over, let me see what's going on. Because if I feel a vibe, I shouldn't be there. She getting kicked out, you probably gonna get your hair cut off or something. I'm just saying.
I agree. You still never got the girl number, period.
Like, you can't be cutting nigga hair off.
So yeah, I mean, it just all depends. Like, if you got you bring the girl over and y'all just got a friend vibe and it's cool, I'm cool with it. But you know how, just say I brought a homeboy over and it got that vibe, you're gonna be like, hey, bro, you gotta go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me switch that question around. Your girl come home and say, you know what, I was pushing down the street, cat pulled up on me, slid me his number. I think it was kind of cool. I want you to meet him, babe. How you gonna feel about that, bro?
Well, me personally, the day we meet, I'm gonna have me and my goons over there.
So he got to pull up right. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure he ain't trying to take what's belong to me.
Yeah. So just know you may run into one of them with my girl too.
Right.
If you willing to hang out with her and know that all these niggas is watching her back too, then hey, be my guest. But just know we all gonna go.
Right? That part, I'm gonna have the girls popping out the bush. Hey, I see him over there in the corner.
Yeah. You know, it takes a village.
Right. So if you want to take my girl out to breakfast, you got to take me and the goons.
Right. We all hungry.
It's going to be an expensive bill, partner.
And we want some lobster and steak.
That's right. Right. So look, bro, what I'm saying is like, you know, when it as men, you know, society was built by men. So it's really structured on us. It's a hell of a change now, because it's built by some other people. But I just feel like what's good for the goose is good for the gander, you know. And if people be open and honest with each other, You know, there's some insecure, there's some jealous people, there's some damaged people. But when people be open and honest, man,
you can knock down some mountains.
yeah,
Man.
you know, because what I look for in a woman is that power couple. Can we go buy some property together? Can we build together? Can you know? You see what I'm saying?
That investment, that stock.
Exactly. And if I jump out and I'm squabbling with somebody, are you gonna
with the
run and
pistol.
call the police, or you gonna grab that hammer and get the knocking? You see what I'm saying? So it's
We about to go to jail together. I might be in the women's jail. You gonna be in the dude's
Right.
jail.
You ride or die. This out Bonnie and Clyde thing.
you see what I'm saying? So it just depends on what we're looking for.
But always remember, you gotta love yourself first before you even think about loving somebody else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree with you on that.
And your heart gotta be in the right place. Like, you really gotta really want somebody, and don't go looking for it. You know, just be patient. God, you know, will handle it. It might take longer than what it's supposed to, but if you really want that, and he see that you really want it,
I feel men gotta be in tune with themselves and their own character. Because I just realized in 34 years, I'm really sensitive. And you know, we live our life on being a thug and going down, but when it comes to women, like I was raised by nothing but women, so I don't expect to be sensitive, like you know.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with being sensitive. It's just being in tune with your feelings. There's a lot of people that's not in tune with their own feelings. You know, they're just numb to everything.
Man, that's my favorite book, brother. That's my favorite. Yes, sir. Exactly. But you know what, man? I want to commend you because a lot of dudes will not admit that they emotional, and that's what I'm saying. We got these childhood conditionings, we got these egos and this pride that sits so high that we never tap into who we really are. You see what I'm saying? And we all.
And I like to be around women because I was raised with my mother and my two older sisters, and I learned how to be with women half of my life. So it will make it hard for another female to date because I'm used to being around women.
Right.
I like that because you respect women, you know what they go through. Not just what they do, like just by ourselves. Like women, men gotta understand about women. We go through a lot of emotions inside our body in one. You feel me? It don't got nothing to do with y'all. It's just how we feel. Like it's hard being a woman.
Some men understand, some men don't get that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm just saying. Some men just really have to understand our emotions, what we go through, how we go through. Like we go through more things than men do. You know what I'm saying? So when I see a man disrespecting a woman, I'm just like, you just don't know.
Well, you know what though? He don't know, but guess what? See, a lot of times, and people don't want to understand this. What if that man grew up in a house and he watched every man that come through that house or his dad disrespect his mama?
Right.
That's what he was taught.
That's true, and that's how some men disrespect women.
A lot of men don't have respect for their mothers. That's why they disrespect.
Their mother allowed that to happen to them, and then the kid is in the room around, and they're like, "Oh no, baby, it's okay. He didn't mean it." So repeated things. So he growing up like, "Oh, it's okay to beat women because that's what my mama accepted as I was growing up."
A lot of these mothers have made friendships with their sons instead of being their parents. So
Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
Nowadays, yes.
I still don't disrespect my mama. It's shit like my mama ain't told me nothing about my father. I'm 34 years old. If she won't bring it up, shit. Fuck it. I respect her so much. I have never brought it up.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you don't want to talk about that shit, you don't want to tell me about who my history is and fuck it, nigga, that's a part of my life I just won't know. She can take it to the grave. That's
probably why. That's probably why she never brought it up because have you ever asked her?
I mean, but as a kid, when you give somebody your kid or somebody else's spot, you give me shit that sister daddy man and lied to me half my life, and then I found out like at 17, 18, we got different daddies, and my whole life is a lie. My last name. I still for a parent to explain that shit to your kids, but you know, I just got so much respect for my mama. Like I said, I'm not gonna enter that zone until she's ready.
Right.
Right.
Sometimes parents lie to their kids to protect them. You know what I'm saying? So they won't feel the hurt. You know, it's just sometimes I get it now that I'm a mother, and I'm just like, man, you really sometimes gotta lie to your kids so they won't feel that pain. But you know, you really gotta think later on in life they is gonna feel pain, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
I'm 34 years old. I'd have been in jail, been shot, and all that shit. I'm good now.
But look, I'll say this. I'm just like you, bro. I was raised without my pops. You know what I'm saying? Mom's raised me. That's my girl. She's 70-some years old. Me and her, man, you know, we tied it in two ass cheeks, man. So, you know, I have this thing. I raised my daughter by myself since she was 3 days old. She's now 18. And there's a lot of things I just didn't tell her. Thank you, homie. I didn't tell her. But when she turned 12, I told her, you're 12 now. At this point, anything you ask me, I'm giving you the raw, untold truth. And that's what I did. Because we want to protect our kids, but we can't protect them with a lie. See, by your mom never talking about it, she never lied to you about nothing. Right. So I respect that. And since you didn't ask, because she could have been waiting for you to ask. But since you didn't ask, she just like, maybe he ain't tripping. But not until I was 40 years old that I realized a lot of the stuff I did in the streets, I did because I was angry. Because I didn't have a dad in the house. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. I smile more now because, you know what I mean, I walk around having like angry, turned, mad, mean. Yeah. Really it's easy, but that ain't really my heart.
Right. But see, the streets put us in that position. See, this is what we don't understand as men of color, man. We're not soldiers. We're warriors. It's in our DNA. A soldier is made.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Warriors, we're born at our ancestors is warriors. So it is natural for us to get out there and instead of protect, we tear up. And then being in the streets, exactly. And then the more we out there, and every time something pop off, you know, you the one to pop off. And so it just becomes a natural reaction. And as we get older, we start to learn, okay, go from destroying to protecting to building, you know. Yeah. And so when we
from self-destruction into you know what I mean, encouragement.
Exactly. And so again, it goes back to, that's why it's critical that a man have a good woman in his life, because I believe women are our backbones, man. I mean, like, you know, when you went to jail, who stayed down with you, homie?
Yeah, because you know I can really tune in on that. I'm getting out of a 10-year relationship. Mm-hmm. It wasn't based off no cheating, or it was really based on like this last scenario wasn't even based off financial. It was with me trying to see if the woman really ride for me.
Right.
And once I saw out of 10 years she don't ride for me, to the point where, well, they say when you get to a puddle of money, you lay your coat down.
Right.
So the girl can walk over it.
Right.
At that point, well, what's she gonna do for me? Like, will she lay her coat down over the mud so I can walk through it? Because if she got that much respect and love me like that, that's when I carry her through the mud and was nobody walk through the mud.
And
right.
That's when I said, like, women need to learn how to build their men up more versus tearing them down and just not giving them that mental support that men need.
For real.
Right.
For real. Like, and women don't know they got the power. The man love and want to really treat her as a queen, and they don't really shit on that. It breaks a man's whole ego and persona down.
I know, because
it really does.
You know, the man, like, once they get their heart broken one time, that's it. The next female that really want to be with him is gonna have a hard time.
I mean, but it's vice versa.
It depends on the maturity of the man, because at the same time, what I learned and what I grew with, she released the savage back into this world, because I'm in a position where I'm really ready to be a king and set a queen. So she really got me in a position where I'm really trying to love somebody. You know, most men ain't looking for nobody to love.
Come on, brother. Speak on it.
Because it taught me how to be a man, taught me how to be a boyfriend, taught me how to be a couple. So since she don't want the good perceived of what I'm trying to bring to the table, the next female about to get the world.
Yeah. Here's what people don't understand. Reciprocation is key. Give me what I give you. But what we don't get is, I'm not going to get it exactly the way I gave it, because how you love and how I love may be different. Right. See, you may lay your coat down in that puddle of mud. She may say, a good woman say, baby, you know what? That's a good coat. Don't damage that. Let's go this way.
Right.
You feel me? That's her way of reciprocating. But if it's like, man, lay your coat down, man, carry me through the mud. And then you be like, babe, I'm over here. It's kind of muddy. Would you wash my feet? Hell no. Wait a minute. Hold up. You ain't willing to give. Right. I don't care if you go get the water hose and wet my feet. You know what I'm saying? You reciprocate in some kind of way. You know, and that's, and see, you being in your 30s, see, I'm 50. So the generation is really different. You know, your generation is like real tech savvy. Social media is their life. Most hood wars start now where? Social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't even when you want to meet somebody, go on social media. You guaranteed to meet a few.
Yeah, man, I'm old. I go hang out in malls and shit.
He's like, forget that social media.
People I'm trying to meet, because I be at the USC museum or the Veterans Museum,
Yeah.
Car Museum. My nigga, I go to like I be in different places.
You're like, I'm trying to meet, those fancy, classy women.
Yeah. Like, the last month I've been hanging out at the library. Man, nigga, I'm not even trying to find no bullshit.
Well, let me give you a suggestion, brother. Cal State Dominguez, brother. You know what I'm saying? Just word of advice. You know what I'm saying? UCLA, they all within driving distance, brother. I mean, and like I told my boys, I said, man, you go to college, man, it's all the women in the world right there. I said, they might be, I said, they may be hood rats from somewhere else, but they hood rats with a degree going somewhere.
Right. I'm a smart little thought.
You feel me?
Come on, man. Come on. I'm not ratchet. I'm an old school hood rat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it's just that progression. You know what I mean?
Right.
That I'm really looking for. It's
right.
not about, you know what I mean, the glam and the glamour of life.
Right.
We really build that guns and butter, like, you know what I mean, that we can get off and get back.
Absolutely.
And not trying to become successful. Like, like I said, I'm a bookworm. I'm back reading books. That's why I'm at the library hanging out, because it's something that I'm searching for on an intellectual level that the average person on this ground can't bring.
Right. No, and you know what, brother? It's growing up in a house, man. My mom never talked to me about college. Me and you grew up the same way. Street dude, been incarcerated a whole 9 yards. And maybe I shouldn't say this on air, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't give a damn. We can say what we want. I paid my way through college with dope money. You know what I'm saying? And for me, yeah, that was the best thing I could have done, bro. You feel me? I mean, I'm not ashamed of my past. It is what it is. That's what makes me who I am today. You know what I'm saying?
You live through your past. You shouldn't be ashamed of your past.
Look where you at now, man. Look where you at now.
Yeah, I mean, and I look back because, I remember when people say, oh, you're going to be dead before you're 18. And if you're alive, you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison. I've been juvenile hall, juvenile camp, California Youth Authority, state prison. I mean, we all off topic, but it all talks about us being men and where we are today. And so for me, people used to tell me, nah, you ain't going to do that. Nah, you ain't going to get your own radio station. Okay. Let my success be your alarm clock, because that's where I'm going with it. You see what I'm saying? And you want to have that woman that stands next to you that grind just as hard as you do.
I always say, if I'm a hustler, I'm going to get $1 million. If she a hustler, we should still get $1 million.
Exactly.
If don't get $2 million then.
Exactly.
What you mean?
Exactly.
Come on, man.
It's
focused.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And we have to lift each other up. And that's what we're talking about cheaters. The whole goal is not to sit on here and gossip, because we ain't doing that. The whole goal is to enlighten people, shed some light on some dark spaces. Meaning, like, brothers, get your shit together. Sisters, get your shit together. Y'all don't see, it's not gentrification. It's re-entrification. You see what I'm saying? They taking back what's theirs.
Get back to the basics. What you said earlier about niggas texting, me, man, I like to talk. Man, get on talk to me personally.
Yeah.
Right, pick up the phone and call me.
Absolutely.
Maybe, let me see what you sound like. You feel me?
You breathe on the phone, man.
Absolutely.
Right, let me hear who's in your background.
Absolutely.
I can't hear that through the text.
Think about it, we built better relationships when we was younger in high school because of the way technology was, or we had a verbal talk to people than we do now.
That's because we didn't have all this technology.
Yep.
All we had was that landline, your mother yelling, get off my goddamn phone.
I feel women in this day and age is very too trusting.
Oh, yeah.
When women don't set their standard to make a nigga call them, and you play the game with a nigga be with his wife texting you.
Right.
You get what I mean? So when a woman allow a nigga to just talk to him for 4 months, just strictly through text and emails, you done lost the communication of sound, so you lose your sound wave and that frequency.
Right.
Man.
You don't even get to understand what kind of person we're dealing with, because words, as we know, is just an illustration of what we're really trying to put out visual.
Right.
So we're not really seeing the picture because we're reading it, and we can get any and
Right.
of what we want.
And as I said, brother,
The Bible, people perspectives.
as I always say, is this: texting allows you to get to know about a person. conversation allows you to get to know a person.
Right.
You know?
See, texting is just when you flip over the book and read the back of it.
Right.
When you
Right.
communicate and talk verbally, that's when you open the book and read it.
Right.
Right. Right. Come on now.
Like you shorthanded me.
You know?
Shortcuts in the text.
So, you know, and you know what, brother? If that woman if she ain't hearing this conversation, it sounds like she missed out on the blessing. You know what I'm saying? You know, but
So why would I damage the next woman, man? I know what
exactly.
In her world, I'll be a dirtbag. I'll raise my hand. I'm the low life. Fuck it. If I'm a dirtbag, if I'm the low life, well, fuck it. I'll take that title from you in your world. But in my world, like I said, I'm not gonna punish the next female because her fuck up.
Right. Absolutely.
And it's good that you got that mentality, you feel me? Because a lot of these dudes, even young dudes, you know, they young and they just like.
They want to play the hurt game. I was hurt, so I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah, I'm done relationships. A woman hasn't broke my. I said, but you know, sometimes you go through life. That's life. Life breaks is life.
Just people don't know how to let go of the issues they went through in that past relationship, and they just carry it on into the next relationship, and then that person get them attitude. Now it's just a whole nother past relationship, and just messing up a potential good person in your life.
I treat relationships like I treat phase. You know, growing up, I didn't win every fight, and it stopped me from fighting. You know what I mean?
Right.
So just because the homie beat me up, my nigga, don't mean I'm scared of him.
Right.
So when the relationship is okay, it went bad. So what? I'm gonna get back another one.
Right. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, man.
So
I'm in tune with my soul.
let me add this. Somebody online said this. They said maybe they lie because she's so damn aggressive they scared. I have to disagree with that. I just think that people lie because that's just what they was conditioned to do.
I kind of agree with them just a little bit because when you have somebody aggressive in a relationship, you honestly feel your best safe haven is for you to lie because you don't know what this person may do.
Right.
You know, you tell them the truth, they may decide to crack you upside the head and cut you or some random something. So that I can agree with you on that.
Well, see, the only thing is,
you gotta go back to the fundamental thing. You got people that learn how to learn a person and keep sex out of it because sex will blind you.
Yeah, but you know, there's crazy people out there.
But here's my thing. I don't think men are lying out of fear. I think,
some do because they be getting beat up by their girls.
Well, I mean, that's different. But what I'm saying, most guys is not. I mean, what's your fear? Fear she leaving you? Well, we all know that if I come back and sweet talk you, or if the sex was good enough, she gonna continue. But I think that men is being more of appeasers, and appeaser is a liar. They say what you want to hear to appease you, and I don't think it's fear per se. I just think that
And greedy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you the truth because I walked in lying to you. I told you I wanted to be with you now, and I don't want to be with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to appease you because my ultimate goal is to get between your legs.
And see, that's when people start going crazy, busting out the windows, slashing tires, spray painting windows. You could have just told me from the gate that you just wanted to lay up.
I never experienced it myself. You been busting out some windows? Uh-oh. I think Nasha be over here snitching on herself. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah.
No. You know, see, that was back in the days, you know, them prime days and things and stuff like that. Look, that's another story.
Jump out the handlebars, drop the boom box, and let it swallow.
Yes, I have busted out a window or two, spray painted a couple of cars. You know, things happen.
I busted a tire a few times,
You know, but that was so long ago.
I told Filos up front, you play them games with me, I'm going to shoot at you. So we know who you
He said, I'm going to shoot at you.
Yeah, I'm not playing these games.
Just all y'all do is pull out a track. You know, we even. Ow, my head.
Nah, y'all crazy. Yeah, see, that's...
When did you take things too far?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Relax.
Yeah, relax. But you know what though? And we'll test the water. We'll realize it's cold, but we'll keep playing around. And then when she act a fool, we feeling like, okay,
you crazy.
But now, like I said, I just like I say, I don't care what a woman does. A man don't have the right to put his hand. I don't care. Right.
He like, I'm about to call the family on you. I ain't even gonna touch you. My sister gonna beat you up.
You better call somebody to beat me up, because you got to get beat up. I hope you got somebody to whoop my ass, because I got some people coming.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why I said that's when it gets too much for a relationship.
Start coming toxic.
Yeah, and get away from it, because what happens is, and it happens all the time, people will meet someone and not know that their history is a goon. And because that person has changed, that what's going to come behind this individual is going to be chaos and mayhem. You know?
Yeah, I learned the reverse psychology even with myself when I'm going to college and I took psychology. You know what I mean? I learned to see my good side. I'm going to look with my good side off the top. I know I can't focus with my good side, and then you come about my bad side, you look I'm cool on it.
Right.
Come to the table on front with most of my third bad shit, and then as you get to be around me, like, you're not really a third bad.
And that's good that you do that. Because
right.
that gives a person more trust in you, because you didn't came out with your flaws versus coming out with your good. Don't nobody, I mean, yes, we want to know you're good, but so they can get to know me to love my good side even more. Because it's like you got to want my worst to want me at my best. Because if you can't accept that, then it's like we can't do nothing.
Right.
It's like it ain't going to work.
You know what made my mind frame change like that? High school. I went to school with girls 4 years. Was ugly, was off the radar. Didn't even know they went to school with me. And 4 years, they looked at bad. 1 day out of 4 years, prom. Showed up to prom something like that. So I knew then anybody can go get flopped.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you gotta learn to like a person bad side, because like I said, from 9 to 12, look bad at them. I look shit, I've been bullshitting.
Right.
Anybody can pay to look good.
Right.
What do you look like on your normal day? What do you like on your average? Come on now. I used to do this. Back then, you go to JCPenney's and get Photoshop. Now they just do it on their phone themselves.
Right.
Absolutely. So, callers, I want to appreciate y'all for calling in. We're going to get back, and we only got about 10 minutes, and so we're going to answer some of these folks online. But, brother, I want to just tip.
I gotta go clean my son's bottle before he wake up crying because he want a bottle.
Okay, well, y'all have a good one, and thank y'all for coming in.
Thank you for tuning in this AM.
Yes,
sir. Bring on the show. That way we can sit and chop it up.
Okay.
The name is Overdose to Great. It's a pleasure.
Okay, brother. Have a good one, sister.
Overdose to Great and Nisha.
All right, y'all. Bye now.
Overdose with a Z. One love.
One love.
Bless.
All right. So, therefore, for those of you that tuned in, I don't know if you was able to hear that phone call. I see a lot of our viewers has left me. We had 11. They left us. So I don't think they could hear the phone call. But keep. Men are never going to stop looking at JJ's, but that's where the maturity comes in, and you step back and you look at, like, is this for JJ worth me messing up like that? And you're right, brother, that is where the truth come in at. And so, but again, brother, you are individual to your marriage, to your family, and a lot of people are not. So, you know, a lot of these cats are not mature, and that's why they act the way they act.
They do.
Know?
Women too. Let's not forget the women. I'm sorry, ladies, but it's the truth. I'm one, and it's always two sides.
Richard said, being open and honest is good because it allows the other individual to decide whether or not they want to have a relationship with them. And that is true. Exactly. And that's what I mean. When you walk in and you just being open and honest, people will, make an informed decision.
Right. Don't make the decision. Let me want to deal with the cheater. If I want to deal with a cheater, let me know. Oh, I got a wife at home. I got my own brain. I can think for myself.
So, somebody put their number up. I don't know what that number is, 97677.
Probably want you to call.
I don't know. That's my cousin. She would have said, call me.
Yeah, she probably she called and the line was busy.
Well, that's my cousin, Lakeisha Richards. She has the answer the call. It's every Saturday at 2 o'clock from 2 to 3. And she does her call, which is it's like a prayer line. And for you folks that need a good word, she is definitely someone that can bring it to you and keep it real. So stay tuned and pay attention. Peter Bledsoe, he cursed at us. I don't know why.
What? Why are you cursing this morning? Why you gang banging on breakfast?
Coming in and all kind of stuff. So I'm just trying to get to it. Summer Tay, you tried to call in. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you called my cell or the station phone number. The next time you call in, we'll be able to reach you and answer your call and talk to you. Oh, you didn't know how and had a number up. Okay. So, wow. It's a whole lot of messages. Boy, you be on the phone, you miss all these good messages. Red. It's a relationship, and also an open relationship is between both parties.
True.
Open relationship, yeah.
I gotta have that communication. One can't think y'all in a relationship, and the other one like, we opened.
Oh man, thank you, Peter. Peter Blesso said, "Phil, you're my single dad blueprint, bruh. Right, raising girls ain't no joke, man. Oh my God, man. Wait till she gets 17, 18. Think she know it all. Oh man. So yeah, you right. Aquanetta Davis, we will keep hope alive. Aquanetta Davis said, find a competitive partner that will complement you, not a competition partner that will compare you. Ooh, I like that. I'm going to have to steal that. Let me read that again for those of you that's listening in. Aquanetta Davis said, find a competitive partner that will complement you, not a competition partner that will compare you. I think that is really, really, ooh, man, that's amazing. So again, for those of you who may have tuned in, and for my religious folks, this is not a religious channel, so we will talk about God. You may hear some cursing. You may hear a lot of different things, but what we won't do is bash people or any gender or any sexuality. So if you want to judge us on our cursing or some who may have cursed, that's fine. You know, it is what it is. Sometimes when you being a beacon for someone, you are, as I think it was Peter, if not Paul, one of the two, when you being a beacon for someone, what you do is you become all things so that you might reach one. And that's the whole thing right there. Our goal is to bring hope. And if we use some cursing to do so and it gets the job done, so be it. For those of you that don't curse and you're so holy,
we apologize for the profanity.
You know, so, you know, please, you know, forgive us. And we're going to do our thing. So don't hold it against us, you know. So I'm going to take a short break. We're going to play this song by Blueface. Man, check it out. Let's give it a little bit. And we will be right back in about 3 minutes. Phone call was quite long.
It was.
Man, that brother, I have to commend that brother. People don't understand what it takes. Hello? My boy say you really playing Blueface. Just for the moment. We was talking about cheaters, brother. Yes, sir. We was talking about cheaters, and you know, I needed you to call me too because I got a connection on Blueface, a direct connection, man. So give me a call, man. I'll be off the air in about 10 minutes, and I'm gonna call you. Bust down. Man, that's crazy. I got to get that response to that. I'm waiting to get these other rights so I can play other folks' music. So nonetheless, all right. So here we go. We back and we live, and we about to knock our show down for the rest of the day. So that was some very interesting phone calls. What's your thoughts? Talk to me, Nasha B.
Woo! Very enlightened today. So we had some great callers that called in and voiced their opinions. I agreed with everybody today. Somewhat disagreed, but I feel that as women and men need to do better in general, relationship-wise, partnership-wise, anything that is team, like all this cheating madness and stuff, it should cease, but it ain't gonna ever stop. But we need to have a better understanding and a better communication with each other in order to have something successful in life. Because without that, it ain't going to ever be right. It's not going to ever be nothing. So let's just get it together, especially in the Black community. Let's get it together. For real, for real.
Well, you know, I have to agree with that. There was a lot of opinions that came through. A lot of your Facebook messages came through. And as I read them, you know, it gives me insight, and I take what somebody says, even especially those that I disagree with. I chew on what they say, and I chew on it because I'm trying to see where they're coming from. I'm trying to get something out of it that I can benefit from. And it's not necessarily that I disagree with a person's opinion, because I know that it is just an opinion. But at the same time, as my mom told me, you know, when I saw a wino on the street corner, he was trying to talk to me, and I told him, "Shut up, bum." She said, you know, you never ignore anyone, because even a bum can teach you something.
Right.
You know, and so I think that is real, real critical. And, you know, I really want to say this. It is so hard to be open and honest, but when you're open and honest, you'll be surprised how many people will go for your honesty just because you was honest. And when it comes down to relationships, most of us are conditioned to destroy, to tear down and not build up. But at the same time, the ultimate goal is to find someone that you can walk this journey with, not just a relationship, because relationships can end, and you'll have many of them, but I believe you only guaranteed one companion, and that's what I want, companionship. And so therefore I think that you should be looking for some companionship over relationship. And then as you do that, you have to reciprocate. You have to compromise. You as an individual have to make changes in order to better the relationship.
Yes.
And so with that, I just want to give some shouts out to those of you that called in. I want to give a special shout out to the brother who called in, and just hearing him talk about himself and his growth and things like that. You know, you don't get a lot of cats from the neighborhood that talk like that. So I want to commend you again.
Thank you.
And yes, thank you. And the young lady who called in, she has some wisdom to share. And like she said, 2 or 3 days, she can tell the bullshit from the real shit. And that's what it's all about. You know, being able to make an informed decision instead of looking at how nice or how big their car is and how well they treat you. Look at them as an individual. Check out their characteristics, you know.
Stop being so needy.
Absolutely. And so I just want to say, this is Beacon Radio, and we thank you for tuning in. We're here every Monday and Tuesday from 9. Look like we'll be pushing it to 9 to 10 or 11 or 12 or 1. But right. Monday and Tuesday we're here from our designated time is 9 to 10. Wednesday we on the air at 12. Thursday we on air at 9, and then we come back on the air Friday at 12. And so we have other shows that we would love for you to tune in. There's shows like this Saturday at 2, from 2 to 3. Answer the call with Prophetess Lakeisha Richards. For those of you that need a good word, she's definitely a prophet that you need to listen to. We have coming up Motivational Mondays with Tommy T. Top Rivers.
Nice.
Keep tuned for that. Then we have with Pastor Christopher Smith. It's a setup. He'll be coming on. He'll be airing soon. We also have the brothers. Now, these 5 brothers are going to talk to y'all. Oh, man. I don't know if they woman bashing. I don't know if they lifting up. But you definitely want to tune in. They will be coming. Their first episode will be April the 4th. And they coming. These brothers is handsome. These brothers is sharp. These brothers got their lives together. They all living on their own 4 wheels. So tune in to watch them. And there's one more person that I'm thinking of, which is on Tuesdays. And that is with Sister Margie. Not sister, but Sister Margie. You know, Secret. From Full Throttle. She comes in every Tuesday from about 7 different things. So stay tuned. And
thank you for tuning in, everybody. We are looking forward to our next broadcast and having everybody tune in, call in, leave opinions. Tomorrow topic will be different, but I appreciate everybody who took time out this morning, had your coffee, your tea, your greens, whatever you do.
Whatever you do.
Appreciate everyone tuning in this morning.
And you are tuned in to Beacon Radio, and you're on the Stir It Up Morning Show with Dr. Feel Good and the Nasha.
Right, he like, we haven't got too many things today.
You know what I'm saying? But Nasha B. And I just want to thank her for coming in, because she comes in on her time to do this. She works a late night shift. You know.
I work at Amazon, you guys, so hope you guys got your packages. You're welcome. Boom, boom, boom.
All right, y'all. We're going to be signing out, so we want y'all to have a blessed and prosperous day. And we hope that something we said will be beneficial to you or someone you know. It will shed some light in some dark areas of your life, and that you will make a decision to do better. They say when you know better, you do better. So we thank you for tuning in to Beacon Radio. Have a good one.
Have a